Day 89. Okay. So I'm on my napping couch. I officially love this couch. It's so comfy. Holy shit. So yesterday was really good to take the day off social, but I also took the day off my business. So I did everything I needed to do in the morning and then completely took it off for the rest of the day. And it ended up being really good. I pulled some cards, spoke to my spirit guides, then I went for a little walk to the beach, meditated on the beach, and then there was a skate competition that I had no idea about. So I ended up being going to check that out. And it was really funny because as I was walking, I was like, what's the music? What's happening in town? Why is there music and things going on? And so I was like, oh, skate comp. And then ran into a friend there, so ended up chilling with her while watching the skate comp, and that was pretty cool. Then after that, I just came back, read my The Haunting of Vancouver Island book, which is really, really cool, while I lay down on the patio and basically just laid in the sun because it was sunny, so that was really nice. And excuse me, what I want to talk about today actually is how much I'm realizing more and more how important my environment is, and everybody's environment is. And I know that sometimes we take it for granted. We settle for something less than in our environment, in our home, or we settle for a home that is less than, and we're just it's what we can get right now, right? And I understand everybody's on their own journey and everybody has their own belief system, and that's okay. And sometimes what happens with the market can feel scary, but I'm here to tell you that you can manifest your perfect environment and you can have all that you desire. And so you can be an energetic match for it. And when you are in your ideal environment, you thrive. It's crazy how much you thrive, how much you feel like yourself, and how much everything just falls into place. And I didn't realize it as much. I was getting a glimpse of it, but now more so since I've been moving around so much since February, different homes, different environments, and sometimes alone, sometimes with roommates. Now, every housing situation has taught me something different. And what I'm learning more and more is that, one, it is really important for me to be on my own. As a projector, and the amount of centers I have open and undefined, having my own space and living by myself is super important. Because even when there's other people there, and I can go and sit in my room and have my alone space, but I still energetically subconsciously plug into whoever else is living there. And so just realizing that is more and more defined, especially because in the past, before February, the full year and a half into Fino, I've been living on my own. So I understand my energy. I understand how I work. And the past few months, staying with people and having roommates here and there has been definitely I've adapted for sure. But now being back here and a week here after 2 months with roommates, I'm oh, this feels so good. It feels so good. And I haven't felt this good in my body in a while. And also that this environment is exactly what I desire. It is luxurious. It's organized, it's clean, it's beautiful, it's airy, it has the views. It feels so good. It's everything I would desire in my place and then some. And so realizing how I feel in this kind of environment makes me realize, okay, I know what this feeling is like. Now, I've let go of the idea of what my place will look like. I've let go of what the details are about it. and I'm trying something else to just let go of that. I do know what I want, and it's not that I'm going to go settle for something less, but it's more like now I understand the feeling of what it is. So like, let's say like if like a place at this level of feeling comes into my reality, my physical reality, and maybe it might not check all the boxes, like it'll check off the important ones. It still has to check off the important ones, but maybe the minute detailed ones, if it doesn't check that off, it's okay, because if the bigger boxes are what's important is for me to feel in my environment, for it to feel right, for it to be airy, spacious, bright. My own place has to have views out in a bathtub. A bathtub is a must. And definitely like a really big, good sized kitchen. And so there is a lot of that, because those things are important to me, because that is what brings me back to me. Like, kitchen is, I love to cook. I like, for me, cooking is my passion. I've been cooking up a storm since coming here, and it's such a huge passion. And the previous places that I've had that had smaller kitchens, or the place that I lived there for close to a year, like, they had a makeshift kitchen, which was like a burner plate with a toaster oven. I settled for something less than, and I couldn't tap into that creativity. I couldn't tap into that energy, that powerful, of who I am. And so this is what it's making me realize. And in human design, I am a markets environment, and my markets environment is internal, which makes sense when I want to, with my hermit in human design, just like pulling all that in. I do spend a lot of time on my own, in my own space. That is where my gifts come in. That is where my ideas come in, my creativity, all the time. And for that to be sparked up, I do need to be in the right environment. And so this is what this is all telling me, and this is what I'm learning about it. And so you can definitely go check your human design through geneticsmatrix.com. And in there, if you go under one of the sections, I think it is your body chart. I'm really blanking out right now. Anyways, I'm blanking out right now. I'm like, it's in one of the drop downs. You can create a account for free, and you get one human design free chart. And then after that, that's where you have to pay. But you can go there and you can see what kind of environment you have. And so there's markets, there's shores, there's mountains, valleys, markets, shores, valleys. There's another one. I'm blanking out. I'm really tired, so my brain is not all there. But each environment gives you an indication. Like, shores will be like be near water. Mountains, that's pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, there's different ones. I'm just so tired right now. But I will do another live on another day about the different environments. But this is where you can tap into it and see what is your correct environment. And are you, caves was the other one. Caves, that's it. Caves. Okay. And yeah, you could tap into what your correct environment is. And when you are in your correct environment with human design and one environment that feels right, then that's when everything falls into place. That's when everything starts happening. And so just being here and getting my creative juices going, it is pretty incredible. And when I'm in these kind of environments, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave. I'm like, I like nestling in and getting cozy and just like be like, oh, this environment feels so good. And so that's what I realized. And that is why have been picky, so to speak, about finding a home, because I know what is right for me. And I'm not going to accept anything less than. Housing crisis or not, the universe is going to make it happen for me, because that's the reality I choose to live in. And so, anyways, this was day 89. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, please like, share, comment, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.